Cheers! Welcome to Movie Bitches, episode 111. So tonight we're reviewing Indignation. Let's get into it.
Okay.
So, Indignation is the story of a Jewish boy in the 50s.
Yes. During the Korean War.
Who goes to a Christian college and has problems.
Yes. So it stars Logan Lerman, who we really liked from Noah.
And
Perks of Being a Wallflower.
I didn't really actually like that movie, but I did. I remember liking him in it.
I liked it.
And I think he is scrumptious.
He's like a little Christian Slater. He's got this, like, I kind of talk out of the side of my mouth.
I wouldn't say often, sir. I wouldn't say anything like this has happened before.
Movies, magazines, and TV telling you what to do, but you know what you have to do.
A little bit. He has just beautiful blue eyes
He's
and long lashes and just like this cute little button nose and just soft features. Right? And then one of those things that just changes your life was the shaking leg of
Olivia Hutton. He meets this Gentile
this blonde
woman who is a nightmare.
She really is. In a lot of ways.
She showed up and I was like, oh no.
I was like, oh, I hope we don't see a lot of her. We do.
So Marcus Mesner decided to take Olivia Hutton to the only fancy French restaurant in all of Franklin County.
So she talks in a way that seems very rehearsed and false.
Particularly, I don't think she was a good actress.
She didn't have the gusto to like pull off what she was trying to pull off.
Sure.
I really liked his roommates.
I did too.
And I was kind of bummed that didn't kind of go anywhere.
One is like this thespian, like
flamboyant, looks like Art Garfunkel, like
Shakespeare reading,
just really fun. Like when he showed up, I was like, oh, this is fun.
Yeah.
Like, I was like into it, but he wasn't. The main guy was like not having it.
Right.
So I was like, oh, this is less fun.
Yeah, exactly.
I thought the VO was unnecessary and not great.
Yeah. So the VO was weird in that, like, he's talking and it's strange, and then about 2/3 of the way through, he's talking and says that he is dead.
Yeah, it becomes the Lovely Bones. You're like, oh.
It becomes Our Town. But Olivia, I want you to feel these things. Like you were loved. I loved you.
I love you, yeah.
This movie took me in a very different direction than I thought we were going.
Did you think he was going to be, like, gay?
Oh, no.
Oh, because, like, it was, like, the not because of anything he did, but, like, the description is, like, a young Jewish boy, like, goes to college and deals with, like, sexual repression. And I was like, oh, is this going somewhere? But
ooh, that would have been fun.
But then it didn't do that.
No.
It was just boring hand jobs.
Well, and I will talk about that. Like, I was expecting it to be more about, like, his life, and then it, like, goes down a different direction.
Yeah. So the whole movie is, like, trying to tell you that it's like, oh, this one incident set off a series of events that then led to the end, right? And I thought, ooh, it's gonna really, like, puzzle pieces just, like, click together and be like, oh, shit, this one blowjob really turned deadly, guys. And then it didn't really. Okay, so like the whole thing is, the movie is bookended with, it starts and it's the Korean War and he's giving some monologue about how you never know how you're gonna die, but you are. It turned into like Jacob's Ladder, where it was like, maybe I've been here this whole time. I might have been talking to her for thousands of years. Maybe everyone's dead. I don't know. I'm living in this moment. It felt like an incomplete thought to me. I think that's why I was like, I'm disappointed.
Right.
Because it was like, everything was there, kind of.
I don't know. I liked the book ending. I liked it was rushed. They kind of tried to make it seem like the event was that his mom told him that he had to dump her.
That was the best scene in the movie.
The best scene in the movie.
She is weak. A person so unstable is a menace to your market.
And you think she's gonna say, you have to marry a Jewish girl. Like, that's where you think the scene is going.
Right.
And she gives this whole fucking great monologue about how you marry any fucking one else, but not her because she tried to kill herself. And people that try to kill themselves are emotionally unstable and she will fuck your whole life up. And, like, it's, like, so long and so good.
It was like, whoa.
Everyone's always talking, oh, he's so smart, he's so this, he's so that. And I wanted him to kind of prove it. I just wanted him to be smarter about getting things done, or smarter about manipulating the dean, or getting what he wanted out of the situation because he was going to be a lawyer, arguing, like, you know, in some way, it just, I don't know, he seemed like he never really took off.
He never, like, manipulated the situation.
He was always just like, I'm too stubborn for my own good.
He's indignant.
Oh, right, that makes sense. Oh, it all makes sense now. I felt like you could do yourself a favor by just shutting the fuck up. But he has the indignation.
I guess what I'll say is this.
Yeah.
That is me. No, this situation is unacceptable, and I expect to be compensated. Like, I need this to change.
Is it pro being indignant? Is it pro, like, what is it saying? You know what I mean?
I don't think it's,
What was the point? I liked him, but I was like, you are pushing it, son. I want you to achieve the goals that you have set out for yourself. I really like when people check things off lists, and he just fucked his whole life up.
Yeah.
Be smarter than this.
Yeah.
Like,
fight the system from the inside.
Right? Because the pieces didn't all snap together to
Sure.
the point where I was like, oh, this is tragic. I was like, well...
Well, I think that honestly, if they had added 5 minutes of him getting kicked out and being shipped off to Korea...
That would have been really fucked. You know,
because then it all sinks in where his dad basically knows what's going to happen to him. And you know what's going to happen to him.
Yeah, that would have been really a lot better.
And then you just would have been like, this is so fucked up because all he did was fucking get a hand job. So...
Can you believe this movie was rated R?
Why?
Exactly. Because she gave him a blowjob. Because there was an implied blowjob. That's why it's rated R. This is ridiculous. It's ridiculous.
Are you kidding me?
That's why I looked up, I was like, huh?
That is so fucked.
You don't see anything.
Then at least they should have given us a fucking blowjob.
That's what I'm saying. You don't see anything. Can we talk about the wallpaper at the end?
Can we please talk about the wallpaper at the end? Did he, like, ghost voodoo that wallpaper?
Every time in the movie when he's in the hospital, she brings him the same bouquet of red and white roses, and it's in this, like, very specific picture. Yes.
And then at the end, she's looking at this wallpaper.
Really atrocious wallpaper.
Yeah, in this, like, mental or senile,
or maybe
like,
it's
senior
just an
living.
old folks' home?
It might be, I don't know.
We don't know.
There's this wallpaper with that exact picture and red and white roses with, like, a pattern of red and white roses. What? Did she make the wallpaper? Was it her house?
And now she has other people.
Is this the Notebook? Like, I don't know. I don't know. I wanted more there. If they, like,
way more.
If they were gonna bother with the her as an old person story,
sure.
Which I don't think they really needed to do.
God, they could have cut all of those, but I needed some clarification of why the wallpaper matched their memories, because it didn't make sense. And it was dumb. Anyway, I guess maybe see it.
I wouldn't rush to theaters, but I wouldn't discourage you from watching it.
It was interesting. Obviously, we had a lot to talk about. Maybe if you read the book, it'll make more sense.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I bet you the book is a lot better.
And he's great, and I hope he becomes more famous.
I really like him.
Yeah.
And he is turning into a very charming man.
Oh, really?
Uh-huh.
There was so much of her bad singing.